Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Lauren.
I'm Sam.
And today we're going to be doing like an emergency kit and
just like tips for school and stuff.
Since we're going to be going back to school soon.
Yeah, and since like with the whole like COVID thing, it's going to be a little bit more stressful and chaotic. So we're just like going to give you guys some tips and stuff to help you stay organized.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the emergency kit. I got this bag from Amazon, but you can get like little handbags like this from even like Dollar Tree or Walmart.
Yeah.
Any place you can get that.
Anything will work. You can, even if you don't want to go out and spend money, you could even just use a Ziploc bag if you wanted.
Yeah. And we're just gonna pull things out one at a time and tell you why we have it in here. So I have this, like, it's kind of like mouthwash, but not. You just spray it on your tongue and it makes your breath smell good. So after lunch, I like using this because my breath obviously smells gross because you just ate.
Yeah.
So I like using this. It's just from Crest.
Yeah, you can get them at Walmart. I think you can get them from Dollar Tree too. Yeah. But you can put that in there, gum or like mints or whatever you want.
So
just something
that's
like that.
one of my must-haves for school.
Yeah, if you want, you can also put in like a toothbrush and toothpaste if you really wanted.
Yeah.
Then you just, obviously you probably want lotion because especially in the wintertime your hands will get dry. And yeah, I like to have lotion at school too because that's really nice, especially if you wash your hands a lot and use hand sanitizer because your hands are probably going to get really dry. So
like I think in our school we're going to have to wear masks and we're going to have to hand sanitize after like each class. So that's going to be so much hand sanitizer. And yeah, so
you're just going to want to have some lotion.
Yeah. The next thing I have is deodorant because sometimes like when I'm rushing I forget to put on deodorant or I'm just like sweating a lot that day because maybe I had gym or something, so I always like to keep deodorant in my school bag.
Yeah. And then second, you're probably going to want to have some like kind of chapstick or like some kind of thing like this for your lips because especially with wearing a mask, your lips are probably going to get dry or whatever. So yeah. And if you're like me, you use chapstick on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to want to keep this. And like I usually just keep it in my pocket. So, but yeah, you're definitely going to want to put some chapstick in there.
Next I've had, this is like for girls obviously, but like sometimes you just forget to bring them to school or you're just like you didn't know you were going to start that day. So it's always good to have extra in your backpack.
Yeah, just to be ready.
Yeah.
And then next you're going to want to have like, this is probably, I mean, guys can have this too if you want, but you're probably going to want to just keep a nice small hairbrush. I've also seen you can get from the dollar store like the ones that like open and close and they have like a mirror on one side or whatever, but you're probably going to want to keep a hairbrush.
A travel size too.
Yeah, just so you can keep your hair nice. And
next thing is I just have like hair ties and bobby pins. I just put it in this little bag so it's not like everywhere. But just in case I need to fix my hair or something during school or it gets super hot. So yeah, that's all we have in our emergency kit. We're going to tell you guys some of our organization hacks, but you can add different things in here. But I like to just keep it super simple because I don't want to have my backpack be like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to tell you guys some of our like hacks for the in-class type of stuff, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I like using folders. It's super simple to get. You can get them at Dollar Tree, Walmart. They're super cheap. They don't really tear. And then I get one for each class, so I have one for each class. And I usually write like at the top like science or math or something. And then that way I always have my papers for math or science in one folder. And I also like to keep an extra one in my backpack for homework because then I can just take that envelope home, do the homework, and then take the papers out of that and put it in the right envelope.
Yeah, and then that way they don't like rip or get crumpled in your backpack. Especially if your backpack's like bigger or whatever. But I personally like to use binders. Like I'll keep a small, I think it's the 1 inch is the smallest. Yeah. But I like to keep like a small 1 inch in my backpack for homework. Because sometimes I'll have papers that like have the holes or they'll like just, I can put them in here. So this is practically like a folder too. It's just harder and like it doesn't really bend. But yeah, I like to use these better. And then when I carry them to classes, like if I have, I don't know, if I'm going to like 2 classes before lunch or whatever, like I had last year I had health and science, and they were both in a portable right next to each other. So I just took 2 small binders to class, then I wouldn't have to go back into the school. But yeah, then I just like to have 2, and then I can just carry them to class. So these are super nice. They don't let your papers get ripped, and they're less likely to fall out, especially if you put them in the 3-hole punch. But yeah, I really like to keep binders, so.
Yeah, so option A is using folders. Option B, you could use binders. There's also like those big zip-up binders you could use to carry like all your classes for A day and B day.
Yeah.
So yeah. The next hack that I have is, I don't even know what this is. I think it's like a file folder thing. It just has like a bunch of sections. I can't even see. A bunch of sections, and I like just like sometimes my teachers pass out papers and we don't even like end up using them. Like they're just sitting in my binder. So I take those home and I put them in here because if we end up needing them, then I can just take them out and they're not thrown away. Or I also like putting like the assignments that we've already done that I might need for tests or something, and I'll put them in here so then when the test is happening, is gonna happen,
yeah,
I can use it to study. So yeah, I like using this a lot, and some people burn and then I burn it usually at the end, but since COVID, I forgot.
Yeah, and like I have one of these, and I like to put in like study guides and stuff that I don't necessarily need at school, but I use at home, and I can always take it to school if I need it. But also, like if a teacher ever like gives you your paper back, but they forget to put it in the grade book or whatever, if you would have thrown that paper away, you're kind of in trouble. But I like to put my graded assignments in here, so then if they messed up and they didn't like get it in the grade book or whatever, I can take it back and say, I did this and you graded it, but you just must not have put it in the computer or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to keep my assignments, so then like we can just be sure of everything. So.
Or also if the teacher gave you like the wrong score, like it says on your paper you got 30 out of like 35 or something or whatever, and then in the computer it says like 10, then obviously you want to have the right points. So that's also why I like using these.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get this at Walmart, Target, pretty much anywhere as well. There's some at Dollar Tree as well. They're just not as big, but yeah, you can find this anywhere.
So I like to keep a planner because, especially with the whole like, we don't know what your school's gonna do for the whole COVID thing, but our school is gonna be doing like, we go to school one day and like then they split the school in half kind of by like the last letter of your name. So like A to, I think it's A to K, and then like L to Z or whatever. And A to K goes to school on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then the other half goes to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you're probably going to want to keep a planner so then you can know what classes you have that day and like which day you're going or whatever you want. But yeah, our school usually gives out planners, but last year they didn't. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to go get a planner like this for my school, or I'm from Walmart or whatever for like me to keep. And then you can also write down like in class if they say what assignments you need to do tonight, like that night
or
whatever.
online school the next day.
Yeah, then you can like write it down in your planner, take notes or whatever, and then you can do it at home. So I love using planners because they help me stay organized. So.
And in the morning, if you do cheer or whatever, you have basketball in the morning, I like writing down like on a sticky note or anything of everything I need to get maybe I need to get like my brush or something
for school
before I go to cheer in the morning, because I remember I'd always forget something. Like I would get the wrong pants, and it was so annoying because I would look so weird that day because I brought the too small pants or something. So yeah,
or like for cheer we have to wear like a certain shirt that day or a jersey like with the rest of our team, and sometimes we bring the wrong shirt or whatever. So yeah, it's really nice to stay like prepared and organized and make a list, because I'm definitely a list person. So I make lists and check off what I'm doing. So yeah, that's super nice to have a planner. And
it makes you feel more like you're organized. Doing something done.
Yeah.
Like it's satisfying to check it off and be like, oh, I did something today.
Yeah.
So the next hack we have is these containers. I don't know. So the extra gum, they like put them in these containers at Walmart, and then they have like an extra thing on it.
they have the extra brand name on it, and then in the back like you open it up and they have just little like
gum
file, kind of like a file thing, and they have like 5 pieces of gum in each row or whatever. But yeah, this is
and so then once I'm done eating all the gum, eating, chewing all the gum, I take out like the little wrapper thing, and then I keep these because these are really good to put in my locker, like putting like mints and Jolly Ranchers and stuff like that. So then on test days, I can just suck on something and not be like bored, because who likes doing tests? I hate them.
Yeah.
And then I also, for cheer, I like putting my my hair ties and bobby pins in them, because the bag is so big, it's just like this keeps it really good and contained.
Also, I don't have one with me, unfortunately, because I haven't been eating M&Ms lately. But if you get like those mini M&M containers from the store, I love putting like my bobby pins in there. It's so nice because it's just this thin little, like, it's kind of shaped like a Mento Mento container thing. But yeah, I don't. You guys have probably seen them, but they're just the mini M&M containers. I just peel it off the wrapper, and it pops open, and I just put a bunch of bobby pins in there, and then I close it, and I just keep that in my locker or like my cheer bag. You can paint it, do whatever you want with it, but that's what I do. So it's super nice. But yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. I don't know about you guys, but our school is starting in like 19 days, so it's coming up so fast. I can't even like believe that it's already almost back to school season. But it's always so exciting around this time, so we're probably going to be doing a lot of back to school hacks and organization ideas. So
yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that notification bell and subscribe, and let us know if you guys have any requests for like other videos for us to do. We're also probably going to be doing a lunch, like what to pack and how to organize your lunch, especially for like healthy lunches and stuff like that.
And homeschool.
Yeah,
not homeschool.
For home lunches or whatever. Yeah, so we're going to be doing probably one of those videos. But yeah, just comment and let us know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, especially if school, like when school starts again. So yeah, thanks so much. Bye.